Okay, hopefully we're back. My internet went out for a bit, so I think I was streaming for like a couple minutes and it got cut off. But hopefully you should be back for good now. So yeah, working on some heroic shenanigans pages. I am going to grab another face from this other page because the sketch of that one is just looking awful for some reason. So let's see, where is the line layer for this? I think that should be it. So there we go. We'll make that fit. It seems to be about the size. Okay, it's not quite the same angle. Maybe it should be. Maybe it should be more straight on than I was originally sketching it. Okay. I'm gonna turn this off. I have my little like mood lighting layer already. Okay. Down. Okay. Use this a little bit. So, yeah, so I got a new pen. Whoops, what was that? And, yeah, because the one that, I just been using the one that came with my computer, and it's like, why is it doing that? See, this is my issue. I'm trying to get used to my new pen. But why? So it has an eraser on the back, but I'm having trouble, like, it doesn't seem to be as pressure sensitive as the pen tip. Oh, there we go. Okay. Maybe I just need to get more used to it. So I kind of feel like if I press on it lightly, it doesn't hardly erase at all. But then if I press a little harder, it like completely erases. Like there's no opacity. It just, yeah. And then I don't know. I'll not have the lasso tool selected, I guess. I don't know why it's like flipping back to that. But yeah, so I'm kind of trying to get used to my new pen. I mean, it is really nice because it's actually like pen sized and not like little like phone stylus sized. And it has the eraser, but I have been having to calibrate it, and I keep like recalibrating. Why is it doing that? I'm trying to talk here and just keep drawing things. Stop. See, my pen's like, okay, you're gonna complain about me? I'm gonna do even more weird stuff that you haven't seen me do before. Okay. But yeah, I think it is gonna be really good once I am more used to it, because I forget, like, you know, I went from using a Wacom bamboo tablet, which is one of the ones that is just like a flat surface. It doesn't have a screen, so you're like drawing on the surface and then looking at the screen. I went from that to this laptop that I am using now, which has a touch screen, a tablet screen. So, and then, you know, I've had it for like 2 years now, so I'm pretty used to it. But I forget, when I first got it, like, there was a learning curve with that too. Like, I thought, oh, I'm gonna be drawing straight on the screen, so it's gonna just be like drawing on paper. But there is still like some coordination involved, and now I'm like super used to that pen. But even though this one, you know, should be better, it's still just any new tool. Like, it kind of just takes a while to get used to it. And you're used to, yeah. And see, it's really lagging. I don't know. Maybe computer maybe is just lagging with using Photoshop and streaming at the same time. So yeah, that should be the eraser. Okay, yeah, it's erasing now. But yeah, I'm feeling like sketching is just more of an effort. It doesn't feel as natural. I keep like recalibrating the pen, because I'll look at it and I might hold the pen at a different angle depending on like where I'm on the screen I'm drawing. I didn't really realize that I did this, but I realize this now. And depending on what like angle the pen is tilted at, the cursor might not be right on the tip of the pen, and it's really throwing me off, which, I mean, maybe my other pen was like that and I was just so used to it that I didn't notice. So I think what I need to do is just tell myself, okay, I'm not gonna recalibrate the pen anymore, because I just keep trying to fix it and it doesn't fix it. It just confuses me more. So I think I need to just like get coordinated with how it is. So even if the cursor is slightly off from, see, why is the eraser not working? Anyway, lost the sentence that I was saying. But yeah, I don't know, I think I just need to say I'm gonna stop messing with it and just force myself to just draw with it how it is, and I'll just have to power through it and just get used to it. So yeah, so in doing that, I was working on this page last night and just got kind of frustrated and was like, okay, I've got these panels already inked, I'm just gonna color them just to be doing something and to be like, moving my hand and getting more coordinated with the pen, but I don't want to have to sketch, so that's why some of the pages or some of the panels on these two pages are not the same level of completion. But whatever. There's no rule that I have to finish all the sketches before I start inking and coloring any other. See, why? Okay, now it's erasing, but why is it not? Okay, you can erase? Yeah, I don't get why it's doing that. Maybe I should have restarted my computer before I started streaming. I don't know. Computer might be tired. But yeah. Still in my face. Eraser is set. Okay. So erasing a little bit, yeah. Yeah, I think I just need to get more coordinated with it, and then I'll be able to erase the way that I like to. Turn off that and see how that looks. It's okay. Just get rid of them. No. Her face isn't looking up as much as it was in that other panel, so I'm not gonna have her nose as turned up. Maybe I need to find another page where she's looking straight on. That probably looks okay. That's one thing about drawing these panels kind of out of order. It's like, where are the characters in relation to each other? Yes, because Desmond's pretty much in this chair and then he kind of stands up. But Layla, she's like moving all around this table. Doesn't really make any sense. Because yeah, I'll have to adjust this panel because she's like, the edge of the desk should be like there, if that's where her legs are hanging over. Which in the previous scene with these guys, where was she sitting? Let me check my previous pages. I've got my, I don't think you can see them because I've just set my thing to record Photoshop, but if you want to see these pages, that's patreon.com/Nomatharia. Or Webtoons. They're up on Webtoons too. What page am I looking at? Yeah, she's like sitting on the side of the desk, like directly facing Desmond, but then I guess she has moved since then. Where is she? Okay. So I need to draw, so the chair is up there. This tall evil villain chair. And then, yeah, if she is seeing him in her mirror, she would have to be sitting like right in front of him. Yeah, I think. Make that a different layer. See how I jump around? I was totally working on that other panel, and then my brain's like, hey, let's go to this one. Let's work on the first panel of this spread. Maybe we should get that one done. Not that it matters. Don't have to do them in order. I could jump ahead to the last page of this chapter if I wanted to, but which isn't that far off. I do want to finish this chapter pretty soon, as soon as I can. And I can start working on the next one. This really needs to be smaller. This is why I want to stream and then I'm like, I don't know. Because I'm just like, I'm just messing around. I don't know what I'm doing. Let's see. Yeah, she needs to be, oh, she's acting out. I don't know. Don't know what I'm doing. These lights need to be a little foreshortened there. Yeah, this is really lagging. I don't know. Thanks. Now let's see how long it'll be. I'm going for like 15 minutes. Maybe I won't stream for too much longer. She's should be on right like that, probably. Yeah, I don't know, you guys. I might need to get more used to this pen before I stream more. I'm getting all flustered. My thumb's facing the wrong way. Getting all turned around. Let's see. Back here. See, I just like drew half her arm. It didn't even show up. Yeah, we're just eating these lines. Computer's just eating these lines. I'm drawing them and they're not. Okay. Okay, oh, that's super sloppy, but there's like basically where she's gonna be. These legs look long, but I guess her feet would be like starting right where the panel ends. Just make sure legs look too long. And his head's kind of like back against the chair, right? Oh, so he's asleep. He's asleep. This is oops. Just leave him straight back. It's hard to judge like perspective in this. Oops, I'm going to grab part of the table because like the chair, him and the chair, you know, are not right up against the desk. So to show that they're farther back in space, like I have to kind of move them higher, which can look weird. Oh, yeah, this is lagging pretty bad. Probably need to make his head look farther back. I need to put his nose is like right there. Or somewhere. If it'll draw it. There we go. Thank you. Leave his mouth a little open. See, that's like his chin and then line up here. Baggy eyes. That. Oops. Oh, where were we? There we go. Sleepy Desmond needs a nap. The computer needs a nap. Yeah, I guess note to self, probably restart the computer before I start streaming. Especially if I've been at work all day using Illustrator, taking up memory. Okay. Let's give Layla a face. It's like, reflection. Come here. Maybe do it just where she's looking. So, okay, so that's panel. I don't want to make, maybe I'll make the desk a little longer. Yeah, that's probably good. And then work on this Desmond, fix its arm. Oh, no, there's a selected. It's kind of like rubbing his eyes. He's just waking up and like, what happened? Was I asleep? Come on. There we go. Takes like 5 whole seconds for that nose to show up after I draw it. This is the me complaining about my computer lagging stream. So I'm kind of maybe yawning slightly. And this, so he's already rubbing his eyes in that panel, so this one he should be maybe still kind of rubbing his eyes, but one eye's kind of opening a little. So I want to really repeat the same like, sort of pose and action. 2 separate panels. This looks really weird, but just, there we go. It's not really closed still. Still got his bags. Come on. Any day now. Alright, it's not exactly what I drew, but okay. That face looks really weird. Sometimes you gotta draw a weird face first, and then you'll know what to fix to make it look not weird. Those elbows probably like here. Let's flip that and see what that looks like. He has like no shoulder there. Okay. And the shoulder. And yeah, this face looks really dumb. That's okay. Ugh. Yeah, this is driving me crazy. I probably won't be able to stream for much longer. I'll have to just hopefully restarting my computer will make it behave. Oh, there we go. That looks more sleepy, I think. Yeah. He will also look better with the rest of his hair. He's supposed to look kind of out of it. I don't know where. I need to take a reference picture of myself to figure out what his hand should be doing there. His arm has to be like foreshortened there, but it doesn't really. His hair. It's not fully Desmond without the hair. guess I think maybe she will be still facing forward, but okay, erase this time, please. Thank you. But she'll need to be. I don't know. Maybe everything in this panel needs to be smaller to make some more room. So she's sitting on the front of the desk. And she... Maybe she's kind of like in the process of turning around. Maybe I can have her legs kind of up. There you go. So you can tell that she's like not really sitting over the side. I don't know if that makes sense. And I'll just leave it like that for now. Let's go back to this one that I started. Like almost finished her. I just gave her blank eyes. Sounds cool. Yeah, so she's... Well, in this panel, she's like flipped around to the other side of the desk. So maybe she's... Maybe that's the edge of the desk there. Her legs are hanging off the side. Yeah, I think that makes sense. So then Desmond is like... She's kind of looking down at him. Maybe not quite that much. Maybe. That's probably... What layers we got? What's that one up there? So there's reflection. Maybe this is the sketch. That's her. Where her thumb would be. Here. Sketch. Yeah, this is like really sketchy. I think her. Okay. She looks kind of slouched. Maybe she should be kind of leaning back because he's kind of jumping forward at her, so she's sort of like just reflexively leaning away. She's like, oh no. I put him to sleep without his permission and now he's angry with me. I didn't expect that to happen. kind of look like her arms are more like how her arm is there, where it's like it needs to just go straight out like that. It's like her hands or like her arms are like slanting away from her body, like when her hands are on the desk. It needs to be taller. The desk should actually be lower too. Because if it's that high, then it doesn't look very tall. That might be good. Should be kind of surprised. I'm not quite that surprised. She looks too skinny. Yeah, there should probably be... There's gonna be enough room for that speech bubble, but maybe they should be closer, because he's kind of like more in her face. I don't know if I can make that 3 lines. Nope, nope, text box. I don't think it's actually... Nope. Line spacing adjusting. Oh well, I can do that later. But I feel like hashtag graphic designer problems and like that space between those 2 lines is bigger and bothering me because I made my font not all capitals because I'm not smart and I don't know how comics work. Please. Okay. I mean, you don't have to use an all caps font, but the more the comics I look at, the more I realize, most of them do that, and I can see why, because then all the lines are the same height, and you don't have, your little G's and Y's hanging down, messing everything up. But you live and learn. Learned so much from working on this comic. I would not have learned, which is great. You gotta just jump in at some point. Because if I'd, waited until now to start this comic that I started, 5 years ago? Whew. It would, that's not what I mean. Oopsie. what was I saying? If I'd, you know, started it now, I mean, maybe the earlier chapters would look a lot better, but, you know, maybe not, because if I hadn't been working on a comic pretty consistently for 5 years, my art skills would not have just advanced as much as they have. I think I've drawn way more than I would have otherwise. If I was just doing, you know, little fan art illustrations here and there, whatever I used to do. What did I do before I did a comic? What was life back then? Yeah. Oh, doing that. Okay. Oops. She still looks like she's kind of slouching. Okay. I'm gonna move so her hair is longer here than it probably is in other panels. So lean back from him. Okay. Probably good for her shoulders. Ish. I don't know. Her head should still be tilted forward. Yeah, there we go. I think that's it. It's like her head's still forward, but her body's kind of... Her head's not, you know, she's not like throwing her head back. Does that make sense? Maybe Desmond can move forward a little bit. What did you do to me, woman? She's like, what? I just touched you with my glowing fingers and put you to sleep. What's weird with that? What is weird about that? It's just totally everyday stuff. Okay, this is bad. Good. I like how her ponytail looks here, but I don't think I've drawn her hair that long, so gotta be consistent. Actually, she's kind of in the middle of the desk, so make that tangent. Right. I see it feels awkward. I kind of have, well, it's not really there, but I had like both her legs. But here, from here down, it's just like completely straight on, like completely from the side and not like, so maybe I should turn. No, it doesn't. Let's see her other arm. Just whispering to myself over. Okay. This is This one looks okay. This is very sloppy. I'm gonna have to go over these some more, but yeah, I think I'm gonna end this off here. Well, I will said this last time, I've said this before, but I'll try to do this more often. Thank you for watching, and for watching live on Twitch, and then if you're watching this on YouTube later, thank you for doing that as well. Yeah, we'll see you next time, whenever that is. Bye.